You're the Hitman Hatton, and you're watching Lights Out.
This is Faisal Khan for Lights Out, proudly sponsored by Spartans Law. Delighted to be joined by boxing middleweight prospect Aaron Sutton. Aaron, good evening. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. Obviously, before the start of the interview, you told me that you were just getting back into training camp. You must be over the moon to be back in training camp.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. Like after having like a month off, I had a chance to enjoy myself, which is nice with the family and the kids. So yeah, back training full time now, and hopefully it won't be long to get a fingal.
14-0 in the middleweight division. Is it fair to say, Aaron, that you're one of the best kept secrets in the British middleweight division right now?
I believe so. Yeah, 100%. I think we stayed under the radar, and now it's now we picked the right time to come out. And I think in these last few fights, I proved myself that I've got the power to go all the way as well.
Just talk to me about your career so far. I mean, when you speak to a fighter in your position, 14-0, still undefeated, fighting regularly, why haven't the British title fights or the English title fights, why haven't these fights come to you yet, Aaron?
It's long progress. Like we've done it. As I signed a professional at 19, so I've done it. Started at a young age anyway. So we've fought the journeyman, like slowly worked our way up without obviously getting the knockouts. Been told to obviously look after, so we looked after them. And now these last few fights, been told and I'll let go a bit to just show that I can be with the best boys. And I think I proved it in my last fight as well against the Bulgarian. He's a tough lad, and these fights will come now after beating him. I think my name's more than well up there. So hopefully it won't be long. I will be getting called up. I have been called up on a few shows. Sadly, I ended up getting COVID. I've split my knee. I've just, every time I've had a big shout out, I've been unable to box, which is an absolute gutter. But hopefully this year be my year where I turn it around and get these big shots and be able to fight on them.
I mean, when we talk about this division right now, I mean, Troy Williams is obviously making the climb up at some point, but he's currently the 154 British super welterweight champion. But when we look at the 160 division, you've got Denzel Bentley, who's just won it for a second time, and you've got other good fighters in there, such as Linus Udofia. You've also got Hamza Shiraz, who's coming through the ranks. It's an exciting time, not just for the middleweight division, but all divisions in boxing. I mean, is it the 160 division that you're going to be targeting, or are you open to 168, or maybe even going down to 154?
It'd be 160 be me, 100%. If I go below, I end up feeling, I'll be honest with you, I'm not feel the best at the weight division below. So you will see me at 160. If anything, you could see me up higher. I can fight at super middle, but we've already had a chat with my manager and everything else. We want to keep me at middleweight, go as far as I can in middleweight.
All right, well, let's talk about some of the names that you could be looking to potentially get in the ring with, perhaps in the next 6 to 12 or 18 months. As I mentioned, Denzel Bentley holds a British title. You've got Hamza Shiraz in there. You've got Linus Udofia. You've even got Liam Williams, who's been around for a very long time. Is it fair to say that these are the fighters you're going to be targeting as you go on into the next stage of your career?
Without doubt, as I go up, it'll be targeting one by one. Like obviously next be the English champion, hopefully, if we can get that on the cards. But I think we plan to defend my Southern Area title first, and then try to get the England title shot straight away afterwards. But yeah, it's at the end of the day, you got to take one fight at a time. I think obviously with like Liam Williams, he's a bit farther up the category, so he's like he'd be looking for another big title shot. Couple fights behind him, and hopefully one day, never know, maybe get that shot as well.
What's your thoughts on the current British domestic scene? As I've mentioned a few times now, Denzel Bentley's a 2-time British champion. You know, you got Linus Udofia, who'll be wanting to get back in the mix. Hamza Shiraz has jumped up in weight as well. What's your thoughts on this current little mix that we've got going on right now?
I think probably the best time at the moment. Everyone is up there. I'm not being funny. You look at the British champions at the moment, the English champions at the moment, they all look like they could be world champions one day. So I respect them massively. So I would love to share the ring with them one day and show them that I can be that as well.
you've got obviously aims and aspirations of your own that you want to achieve. Talk to me about the route that you want to hopefully go through within the next 12 months. Is it just, I take it, obviously the first step will be to keep busy, but at some point, at what point can you expect, will you want to be expecting a British title shot?
I hope to have it in the next year and a half. Next 2 years, 2 years limit, I reckon. And I reckon I will be having the shot. Because I reckon I'll fight for the English title, probably defend it, and then go on to the British. And I believe that will not be long away.
Well, hopefully that door will open at some point, Aaron. We're going to have to pick your boxing brain a little bit now. It wouldn't be a lights out interview if we didn't get your thoughts and opinions on a few things. Arguably, the number one British fighter in this division right now is Chris Eubank Jr. There's a lot of rumours going around the boxing world that he could be going down in weight to take on Conor Benn. A lot of history and a lot of legacy behind that fight, especially with both their fathers fighting twice in their day. First of all, is that a fight Chris Eubank Jr., given the position that he's in, is that a fight that he should be taking, or would you rather see him get in the ring with one of the world elite fighters right now?
I would rather him fight someone, obviously, in our category. Like, I'm not being funny with Conor Benn. I rate him as a fighter. I think he's absolutely class. But coming up to his weight, I can see Chris Eubank just letting him play with him for 5 rounds, just slowing him down and then taking him out. I think it's just too much of a weight class to come up. It'd be like Chris Eubank Jr. going in with a heavyweight. You know what I mean? It's not, just don't make no sense, in my opinion. But
would you give Conor Benn any chance of winning this fight, Aaron? If it does happen?
No. I'll be completely honest, no, I don't. I genuinely think Chris Eubank will walk through him. Just literally, I think the power's different as well. Like, I've seen Conor Benn, he has got power, but when you jump a couple of weight divisions, the power is completely different. I think he would not have the knockout power to hurt Chris Eubank Jr.
Well, nonetheless,
and the only way I can see him beating Chris Eubank Jr. is by hurting him and putting him on the back foot.
Well, nonetheless, it is a fight that is getting a lot of, a lot of people are discussing it right now. It's a lot of fight. It's a fight that a lot of people are potentially interested in seeing. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Boxing's a funny old game. And again,
like I said, like one punch can change all. And they might have that one shot and it ends the fight. So anything can happen.
Anything can happen in the fight, Aaron, 100%. And in a couple of weeks' time, Anthony Joshua aims to become a 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. He's changed trainer. It's pretty obvious what game plan he's going to go in with this time in the second fight with Alexander Usyk. What's your predictions for Usyk Joshua 2, Aaron?
If Usyk does the same as he did last time, in, out, move, I think Usyk would win it all day long. I think AJ's too robotic for him. I think Usyk's in, out very fast. He's perfect for the weight category and perfect for the weight division as well. So I think it'd be far too fast for him. But at the end of the day, if AJ does put it on the front foot, he could change it completely.
You know how important it is in boxing, maintaining a very good, solid foundation and a good relationship with your trainer. What was your thoughts on him changing from Robert McCracken to Robert Garcia? Do you think that's the right move, or would you have liked to have seen him staying with Robert McCracken?
Well, I've always been quite loyal. I've always been with the same trainer since I've turned professional. I haven't changed it. So I was surprised. I think change can always be good sometimes. Like sometimes people need that change to just get your hunger back, be anything. But it's a hard one for me. I wouldn't have left my trainer. So
Aaron, before we end the interview, the floor's all yours. What can the boxing fans expect to see from you from now till the next 12 to 18 months?
In the next 12 months, hopefully you'll be seeing me with an English title belt around my waist. Hopefully I have another 6 more fights by then as well. Hopefully be a busy year next year and be looking on to go for a British title.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on you as you move forward in your career, Aaron. We appreciate your time. Thank you very much for talking to us. And yeah, as I said, we'll definitely keep an eye out for you and hopefully one day bump into you in Bristol or probably perhaps at your next fight and get a face-to-face interview. But Aaron, thank you very much for your time.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Best of luck going forward in your boxing career, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.
Thank you. All the best, mate.